nice 3-bar play on ATVI today. They happen every day, right? So here's the question then. If these patterns happen every day, and you guys acknowledge that they happen every day, then why aren't I like visiting you all on your yachts? Because clearly there's more to trading than just patterns, right? You can learn patterns. Sure, you need an education to learn them. That's great and all, but you can learn patterns in 3, 6, 9 months to a relatively high level. The patterns are the easy part of trading. It's everything else that's hard. So when we're talking today's topic as common mistakes that traders make, don't get me wrong, you all make mistakes on patterns, right? Somebody in the chat room just showed me a 3-bar play that wasn't a 3-bar play, is nowhere close to being a 3-bar play. So yes, we do make mistakes with patterns, but they are not the nasty mistakes that we make, right? The egregious, sinful mistakes that we make. These are small mistakes. Guys, who cares if you messed up on one pattern and just didn't get it right and it didn't work, but everything else you did right? Who cares? It's just one trade. You lose 1 R and you move on. So what, right? It's the truth. So what? So if that's true, what is really afflicting traders? What is really costing you guys all this money? Why are you still struggling after 6, 12, 18, 24 months? Why am I getting emails from people about blowing up their trading accounts? Well, because traders do a lot of stupid things. So let's talk about that, okay? So here is what I would call basic list. If I had more time to think about it, I probably would have come up with So these are some of the topics that we're going to cover over the next 30 minutes. And I'm going to try to keep this lecture a little shorter, all right? Over trading, gunslinging, taking too many trades, all right? I see a lot of traders doing this. Not having a trading plan, maybe number one. Not understanding what is required and not understanding your personality. Not treating it like a business. So the one thing that gets me about this particular one is we get questions, I would say every day in the trading room, right, guys, about somebody asking, what's my target on this? Not my target, their target. Hey, Jared, what should my target be on Roku? Or, hey, what do you think about following Roku up on a 5-minute bar by bar? Well, I don't know. What does your trading plan say to do? Like, really, are you actually in this business with a $10, $20, $50, $100,000 account without a plan? Like, you really did that. Yes, the answer is yes for most of you. You actually do this business. You trade day in and day out without a plan. Well, that's just foolish, isn't it? I mean, is there any other business that just kind of gunslings it and just kind of goes at it intuitively? No, most businesses have a modus operandi, a way they go about doing business. Traders don't. Traders are gamblers. We'll talk about that in a second. So you're doing this because you're not really treating it like a business. Why? Because you don't have a boss. All right, I'm going to go over each one of these bullet points with slides. Don't worry. But because you don't have a boss telling you what's required, right? Or you're too cheap to get an education that tells you what is required, because you'll get the education after you're profitable. Remember, you're going to make money first, then get the education. So you're going to operate on people first, and then you're going to go to medical school. That sounds right. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. Sarcasm insert here. Okay, not understanding what's required of you. Most traders fail before they ever take their first trade. If you take anything from this lecture, write that down. Most traders fail before they've ever taken their first trade because of a lack of preparation and understanding of what is required. Okay? This is a big one too. Not understanding level 2/order entry. You make order entry errors, you get skipped on trades, you get partial fills, because everybody out there on the internet, they get perfect fills. At least that's what they want you to think. Like, there's no slippage in trading. There's no spreads in trading. I get filled all the time on everything. Those dark pools that I trade. And okay?
Check on them.
Poor money management, risking too much too soon. You want to get rich quick. That fear of missing out, FOMO, not taking stop losses, selling too soon, undercapitalized. Of all of these categories, this is the most egregious, right? This is the most egregious because it's the most deadly in terms of how fast it can happen to you. What I mean by that is simple. You can be doing everything right, and then make one mistake that has a huge impact on your trading account and ultimately your trading career. Let me explain. Let's say you're relatively disciplined, but whatever is going on in your life today or whatever is happening, you just decide that you don't want to take a stop loss and you're in this position leveraged 4-1, and you used some of that leverage to get in this position, and the trade goes against you. You don't take your stop loss and it just keeps going against you. Okay? Couple things are going to happen here. One, you're either just going to lose a dog load of money, which is going to chop a leg off your account, like, taking somebody's stack in poker in the first hand or two of the game. Yeah, you've hurt them significantly. For them to come back is really hard now. For you to take a 50K account and lose 20 grand on a trade, you've really severely damaged yourself. Okay? Or you get lucky and that trade ultimately comes back and you're able to get out for a small loss or a small gain, but it cost you 3 months or 6 months, right? You're in that trade for so long because you're married to it now. You're drinking the hopium, but it cost you 3 to 6 months. And you say to yourself, well, gosh, it cost me 3 months of basically very little buying power because I traded this on margin or leverage, and now I don't have that buying power. It's eaten up in one trade. Now I can't take very many trades, or the trades I do take, I have to risk very small amounts of money. Either way, it hurts you. One, you lost the money. The other one, you got your money back, but it cost you time. All right? So those things really severely damage traders, and they don't realize just what they're doing when they do it. And then, of course, the fear of missing out, which really could be connected to the last one. Fear of missing out is similar to blindly following other people and watching too many Google ads. Show people that it's not about the money, it's about proper trading. But new traders don't trade properly. So if you come in with a $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 account because some Google ad told you you could do it too, you're most likely going to eat that account up even if you trade okay. Why? The monthly platform fee is going to get you, maybe commissions get you, right? Those types of things are going to eat into that tiny little account. So that would also go under the undercapitalized section. I'm not here to blow up your dream. I'm here to try to give you a realistic chance of succeeding in this business. Name me any other real business you can start for $1,000 or $2,000 these days. Not very many. I'm sure there are some home-based eBay businesses, perhaps Craigslist. I don't know. But you can't start a franchise for that. You can't start a construction company for that. Heck, your tools cost you more than $1,000, right? So I get all the folks out there that you have these dreams of doing more in life and being better in life. I get it. I do. But be realistic also. Be realistic also. Okay, so.
I said certified free, 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy, make that pull out get weak.
Guys, in terms of overtrading, even for good traders, guys, more trades are not always more profitable. Just because you take more of something doesn't mean you get more from it, right? Sometimes, certain days, and we've seen this the last couple weeks, 1 or 2 trades a day is about all the quality you're going to find. You're coming in with crappy gap lists because we're between earnings season. Market's been choppy and volatile with geopolitical events, U.S. trade, China news, etc., economy fears, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes it's just not conducive to taking 8, 10, 20, 30 trades in a day. But here's the beauty. You don't have to. You know, as it says on the bottom, 1 good trade a day keeps the J.O.B. away. So get rid of this fear of missing out. You hear me say this all the time. I'll just repeat myself for the 50th time. The market will be here tomorrow, next week, next month, and next year. And if it's not, you're likely not going to be here either because it's Armageddon. Relax. Chill out. There's going to be another trade. If not today, then definitely tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, then next day, I promise. Okay? So stop the FOMO. Stop blindly following other people and copying. Why? Because if you don't understand it, you have no business doing it. Repeat. If you don't understand it, you have no business doing it. You do realize, okay, this isn't like you're out on the golf course just having some fun. Do you guys understand what the market really is? Do you understand that the market is made up of some of the dumbest, but mostly some of the smartest people on the planet? Right? That their only job is to separate you from your money. MIT grads, PhD grads, these types of things with big companies backing them, all so they can figure out a way to take money off of you. So if you don't understand what it is you're doing, or you don't understand what it is the person you're following is doing, don't do it. Watch it and learn from it. Your intelligence doesn't buy you anything in this business. Nepotism doesn't buy you anything in this business. The university you went to doesn't buy you anything in this business. Your bank account, your bankroll doesn't buy you anything in this business. It's the greatest meritocracy there is. It doesn't care what race you are, what color you are, what creed you are, what school you went to, how much money you have. The market doesn't care. You're just a number. That you should actually like that about trading. But here's the rub. Because of that, it's all about you. And most people are what? Victim mentality excuse makers. True? The average person is a victim of something. Everybody wants to be a victim of something nowadays. And they make excuses why they didn't get that promotion. Okay? Or why they didn't succeed at this or that. Or that Donald Trump's a billionaire because his daddy gave him money. Well, if that were true, everybody that got given $20 million would be a billionaire. My point I'm making is this is about you. And there's nobody else you can blame. And traders have a really hard time with that. You look around and you go, shit. There's no boss I can blame. There's no coworker I can blame. There's no spouse I can blame. There's no economy I can blame, or government I can blame, or politician I can blame, blah, blah, blah. And you can't handle it. So, having said that, back to the point. You need a plan. And if you develop a plan where you develop a market bias and you check your news reports and you create a focus list or a gap list and you prioritize that list and you put them on your watch nails and you be patient and wait for your pitch, all combined with money management, which we'll talk about, you have an opportunity to succeed at one of the best businesses in the world. One of the most challenging, but also the best. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt right now in my home office. What are you doing? I don't know. Maybe you're driving to work. Maybe you're in a suit and tie. I don't know. But you're going to pay for that freedom and flexibility to be a great trader. It's not just going to come easy. To get those types of things that nobody else has, you will pay for them. With time, emotion, stress, money, you will pay in some way. But when you can do it, it's the best business there is. Okay? Now, when you don't have a plan,
now you stop. There's no change. It's a game and death for your test. Stop. There's no change. It's a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. House loves the gin post. Stop. There's no change. It's a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. It's a game and death for your test. Stop. There's no change. It's a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. House loves the gin post. Stop. There's no change. Death when now you stop. There's no change. Stop. There's no change. Death when now you stop. There's no change. chest. Stop. And your girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. Now you stop. There's no change. This a game and death for your chest. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. Girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. This a game and death for your chest. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. Girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. There's no change. When now you stop. There's no change. That for your chest. Stop. There's no change. When now you stop. It's the game and that for your chest. Stop. And your girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. Now you stop. There's no change. This a game and death for your chest. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. Girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. This a game and death for your chest. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. Girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. There's no change. When now you stop. There's no change. That for your chest. Stop. There's no change. When now you stop. It's the game and that for your chest. Stop. And your girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. Now you stop. There's no change. This a game and death for your chest. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. Girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. This a game and death for your chest. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. Girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. There's no change. When now you stop. There's no change. That for your chest. Stop. There's no change. When now you stop. It's the game and that for your chest. Stop. And your girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. When now you stop. There's no change. This a game and death for your chest. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. Girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. This a game and death for your chest. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. Girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. There's no change. When now you stop. There's no change. That for your chest. Stop. There's no change. When now you stop. It's the game and that for your chest. Stop. And your girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. When now you stop. There's no change. This a game and death for your chest. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. Girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. This a game and death for your chest. Stop. There's no change. This a game and death when now you stop. There's no change. Girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. There's no change. When now you stop. There's no change. That for your chest. Stop. There's no change. When now you stop. It's the game and that for your chest. Stop. And your girl, she loves the gym potion. Stop. When now you stop. There's no change.
Who's with me? Peter. I said someone new. Understood.
Do it for Charlie. Charlie should know his cousins.
I got Charlie a real horse. Is he? And a toy. Thoroughbred.
On Christmas Day, it'll be just you and Charlie.
And the horse.
Can't live like this another year.
Sex, freedom, whiskey sours. Which one should I give up first, Lizzie? Eh? I've got you something.